Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They send a receiver in motion right. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play, but a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Play action now, Young. Cut out left. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. Young working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap now to Young. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. An early reminder that while you're trying to account for all the options they've got on offense, Brock, you also got to be wary of how well he can run the football, too.
You know, one of the questions that I love that you ask in our production meetings to these D coordinators is, anything keeping you up this week? Anything this offense does in particular that's going to be really bothersome? And it's just this. Time and again, right? A quarterback that can run is such a weapon.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Right, ready to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. Mayfield now from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. So now here's 3rd and 5. Baker now from the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Young. He's got a man left. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They run again with Hubbard. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Complete out to the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did. I know. Sometimes we take kickers for granted, but I'll tell you what, you can't hit that any better. Never even flirted with an upright. That was right down the middle.
He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They'll cobble together a yard there. Jadeveon Clowney on that stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Right back to Irving now. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jadeveon Clowney on that stop. An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Young. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a two-score game early. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They still have 5 to go here, third down. They motion the tight end over. Young to throw here on third. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Young throwing here. Completed over the middle. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Young on the play action. He's trying to push the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Motioning one of the tight ends. Sticking to the air, it's Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. The Buccaneers get there and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as a QB. But give some credit to the defense, who was able to get home and get the sack.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield set to pass. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Now here's a spot.
Now we've got a challenge. Dave Canales not happy with that last call.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. completes this one to Otten. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. So good field position for the Panthers, starting this drive 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Handoff on 2nd and short. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Yaya Diaby brings him down. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They send a tight end in motion. Throwing the out route complete. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field.
Passer, defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. They'll run here following the penalty. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Handoff running left, Hubbard. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Young working from the gun. Buying some time right. He's running for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers make it a 16-point ball game. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers take a 3-possession lead. Right, ready to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Baker now. This one's taken in by Otten. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 31. Got his target. It's Otten. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by J.C. Horn. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And it'll be their football. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
One of the big lessons you learn transitioning from college to the NFL is you can't get it all back at once, offensively or defensively.
Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Counterplay, Hubbard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Carolina in punt formation. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. So we reached halftime in Charlotte. The hometown fans feeling good. Their Panthers have the lead. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Has this at the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He finds Sanders. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Cut out left. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Second and 3 now. Out of the gun, Young. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Receiver in motion, headed right.
Go.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
On 3rd down, it's Young. That one's complete, right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. On target to Godwin. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Mayfield now from the gun. Hauled in by Godwin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down, here's Baker. Brought in right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Mayfield to throw again. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 37. Irving hauls it in. And they bring him down around the 34.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Looking for a target. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the deficit goes from 20 to 17.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. To the air on first down. Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the 32. Complete out to the right. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Defense shows blitz. Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 21. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Baker now from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And they get to him and touch him down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Hubbard on the give. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Young working from the gun. Finds Sanders. And this one does not go far.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
To the air, 3rd and long. Gets this to Sanders. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Prater puts it through. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Completes this one to Otten. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 2nd and 3 now. Baker throwing again. Got his target, it's Otten. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Third and 4 coming up now. Baker now off to play fake. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
All start offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Got Evans, it's complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw again. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Mayfield. He's on the move. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Sending a tight end in motion left. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Young on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Running right. Here's Hubbard. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's brought down for a loss. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers with a 13-point lead. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hubbard again. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. All set up now for 1st and 10. They run again with Hubbard. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Here's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Prater puts it through. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense making its way back out now. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. This one finds Irving. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Stays in the pocket. Put the body on the line for his team. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Throwing again is Baker. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Desperation time here on fourth. Escapes out to the left. And he's out of bounds well short of that marker. Wow, they never let him get close there. Great effort to force the turnover on downs. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.